Okay, so I'm sharing screen now. You can proceed when you're ready, Sister Catherine and the Malawi team. Sister Catherine, can you hear me? Can you please proceed? Malawi group, are you ready? Okay, which group is ready to present? Ghana, are you ready? Brother Dennis and the group from Ghana, are you ready? I don't hear anything from Ghana. Okay, let's leave Ghana and Malawi alone. Let's see. Can I see by show of hands which group is ready to present? You want to start teaching your PowerPoint. Which group is ready? Okay, so that's group 6 doing the introduction. We're going to go ahead with group 6. Do you want to share the PowerPoint from your side, or would you like me to share it from here?
If you share from your side, Brother Tim, it will be better. Then I can see myself.
Okay.
Then I would also want to see if my team members are here. If I'm sharing the screen, I'm not able to.
Okay, I'm going to share.
Yeah.
Here we go. You may proceed. You have 15 minutes. Your time starts now.
Okay. So I right now don't see my team members, but I'll proceed. So we assume that we have already introduced ourselves. Now we are going straight into the course. Should I continue?
Please go ahead. I'm just trying to mute some background noise, but
Okay.
please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Brother Tim. So, thank you. We really had a good time of introducing one another. Now, I would like to introduce you to the reason we are here. And on that note, we would like to welcome you to the saline process training. And I would like to say to you, you wouldn't have chosen better than to be here. So in this training, you will be equipped to be better witnesses for Jesus Christ. And let me talk to you a bit about the name saline because it's very important. Saline means salt, as most of you are aware. It refers to the salt solution that is used in healthcare. Now, saline is important because it needs to be in balance. And being in balance is actually what makes it effective. So have just said for saline to be effective, it has to be in balance. So in the same way, it is important to understand that there is a balance in what we do as we train saline. So in saline, we will learn that there must be balance between truth and love. Also, there must be balance in the saline process of being either too salty or not being salt at all. So that is what we'll be discovering as we continue in this course. And the saline process, it is called. Why is it called the saline process? Because we must understand that it's called the process because it's not an event that we do just once off, but it's taking time to know whom we are talking to, where they are in their journey, in their faith journey, and then begin to help them in the process of meeting with the Lord Jesus Christ. So I'm going to play a short video that will introduce us to the, okay, Brother Tim will play the short video. Thank you so much. You can go ahead.
Welcome to the saline process witness.
Okay, just a moment. I need to activate the audio. I need to activate the audio before I share so that you can hear the voice.
Welcome to the saline process witness training. We are glad that you're here and believe that God has a divine purpose with this day to answer the call of Acts 1:8 to be his witnesses to the ends of the earth.
He wants to call you and encourage you to partner with him in his work at your workplace as salt and light, and a witness of his redeeming love.
IHS Global is glad to be a steward of this material and has the privilege to provide it to you through our partner organizations of the International Saline Partnership.
The saline process is more than just one-time training. It's a global movement of Christian healthcare workers who want to be witnesses for Jesus Christ.
We believe that our growth as witnesses best happens through communities.
Therefore, we invite you to become involved in one of the International Saline Partnership organizations in your country, and also to stay connected with the global saline process family through the saline online community provided by IHS Global.
We thank God for you, and we pray that he will use this saline process witness training for his glory and for his purposes.
Thank you so much, Brother Tim. Has seen in the video, this partnership is a covenant kind of partnership. And in this partnership, we see that the IHS, the producers of the material, and they support the other 8 organizations that use the material or the saline process too. The next slide. Okay, I would now want us to reflect on these questions says faith in the healthcare. And as you can see, we have on the left side the questions 1 up to 7. And on the right side, we have how the questions should be answered. So SS stands for strongly agree, A stands for agree, U stands for uncertain, and D stands for disagree. SD stands for strongly disagree. So as you answer these questions, I want you to know that there is no wrong and yes answer. In fact, the first thought that comes to your mind, I should assume that will be a more appropriate answer. So let's take time to reflect on these questions and then choose whether you strongly agree or disagree. And I would ask you to avoid, by all means, to answer uncertain. Be certain in the choices that you make. So let's take a few minutes and just reflect on those questions. The first question, I need to speak with every patient about Jesus. Second, in my country or in my workplace, it is not legal to share my faith. Question 3, only trained clergy can answer the spiritual questions my patients may ask. I hope you are ticking your answer. And then the fourth one, my job is to take care of the physical needs of my patients, not their spiritual needs. I am not sufficiently trained to understand my patients' needs beyond their physical care. None of my patients would be interested in discussing spiritual issues. I do not know if my faith is strong enough to share with other people. So I want to assume that we have answered all the questions. And when we have time, we'll come back to the questions and see how we responded to them. Now, I would want us to go to the next slide. Thank you so much. And I would like Sister Nozuko to take us through that slide. Is Sister Nozuko here?
Okay.
Is she here?
Yeah. Hello.
Okay. Sophia, you can.
Hello.
Okay, I think Sister Nozuko is trying to say something, but we can't hear her. So I'll continue until she is clear enough for us to hear her. May I ask Sis Puseletso to read for us Acts chapter 1, verse 8?
Okay, Acts chapter 1, verse 8. But you shall receive power when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you shall be witnesses to me in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the end of the earth.
Thank you so very much. So we can see that when Jesus was leaving the earth, he said to his disciples that they should be his witnesses wherever they are. And wherever they are might also include our workplaces. So, and if we are his disciples, then we need to be witnesses for him. But we also know that it's not easy to be witnesses, especially in workplaces. It becomes very difficult because sometimes we don't know how to go about it. And that is the reason for this course. This course is an answer to that situation of not being comfortable to share in our workplaces. So in this course, we will be equipped to know how to do it, and not only how to do it, but to do it appropriately with permission, respect, and sensitivity. Next slide. Yeah, so we'll see that it's a journey to faith. And we will look at the many small steps on a patient's faith. And these are the things involved in the process. It's a process of cultivating, a process of sowing, harvesting, and multiplying. So we'll hear more about this as the course progresses. Can we move on to the next slide? And Sister Nora will take us through that. Is Sister Nora here?
Brother Tim, is Sister Nora around? Because she was here.
She's a member of your group.
Can we see her?
Why don't you? Okay, let's see if she's there.
Let's see.
Okay, I don't see her.
Okay, she's not here.
And Lozuko?
She's also not here. So it's fine, Brother Tim. You can continue sharing the screen.
They are both not here.
Okay, so we were saying it's a process of cultivating, sowing, harvesting, and multiplying. But it's important to understand that the cultivating part is the biggest part, as we can see in this triangle. And cultivating is the biggest part because that's where a lot of work, preparatory work, has to be done. Those of you that understand farming, you know that in cultivating, that's where you do the pulling of roots, the pulling of shrubs, and removing the stones. And as you do that, you are preparing the soil for the seed sowing, which will come later in the process. So sowing, as we see in the triangle, is just a small part of the process. And harvesting is also very, very small. In fact, the smallest part of it. And sometimes the harvesting might not even happen by you. You have done the work of preparing the soil. You have done the work of sowing. Somebody else might be the one harvesting. I'm sure our time is finished, Brother Tim.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We'll end here.
Thank you very much, Sister Sophia and Group 6 for doing the introduction. So now we're going to give you some feedback, constructive feedback. And so we'll give you the halos first, and then later on we can now start adjusting the halos.
Yes.
Okay, brethren, you've seen the presentation of the introductory parts of the SPTTT. We want to give them feedback, and we're going to start by telling them what they have done very well as a team, as individual presenters. We're looking at how they have managed themselves together as a team slide transition from one trainer to another, how they have managed the technology, eye contact, interaction with participants, and just the general sense of how they have presented. So we want to give them some feedback. So you can raise your hand up if you have a feedback for them. We want to start with the positive side, and so that they know what they've done well. Feel free to raise your hand, or you can just unmute yourself and speak. Brethren, please let's give them some feedback, because when it's your turn, we will give you feedback as well. Yes? I thought I heard someone saying something. Okay, let me call the names. Let's go to Sister Zipporah. Sister Zipporah, what do you think about their presentation on the positive side?
Their presentation was good. It was audible, and the group was well prepared. They know the material well, and even the part of handing over, it was good. They were very clear.
Okay.
And understandable.
Oh, great. Brother Ugochukwu, are you somewhere there? Let's hear from you. Okay, I don't see Brother Ugochukwu. Brother Tembo Charles.
Yes.
We're giving them.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. All I can say is they have done it well in terms of confidence. They were so confident, and I liked when they said we are listening from, like when they said we are playing the video to listen from some leaders of the partner organization in Saline. To me, it was so perfect that they remember that one would be played. Otherwise, I thank them so much for the potential they have and knowing where who is supposed to stop, and having that heart that if maybe someone is not able to come in, someone was eager to continue till someone was getting ready to join. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Tembo. Brother Ugochukwu. We still can't hear you, Brother Ugochukwu.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, proceed.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I just definitely what said. They had the confidence, and the flow was good, and the video was a very a good way of
Please, can you speak up a bit louder, please?
Hello?
Ugochukwu?
Okay. I said the video was a wonderful way of giving emphasis on the different partnership groups of the line, making, especially for an audience with different these groups involved, it gives a sense of identification that we are involved in this from a very leadership level. Thank you very much. It was a good flow.
Thank you, Brother Ugochukwu. And I think they did very well as well. Normally, for that part where we had the video, you just see a blank screen, and sometimes you wonder what is in that black screen. And if you don't play the video, people will keep wondering what is that black patch. But now that they've played the video, you see that it's not just a patch or a glitch. There's actually something there. There's a video there. and don't fail to play it. Otherwise, participants will keep wondering, why do we have a black patch on the screen? And their minds will be wondering while you're trying to make a point. So thank you very much. Any other feedback, positive feedback for them? We're giving them their hellos. Okay, I don't see. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, though I have just heard the last part of the presentation because here I have a network problem, but yeah, I'll comment on the last part that I've heard. I think I've seen that she mastered the content. She was able to present and explain well what was on the slide. Yeah, I think that's what I can say.
Okay, thank you very much. And also remember that you don't have to be the one presenting the slide. Ask for help if you see that you are going to struggle. Ask someone who has the slide, who has the technology and the know-how to present on your behalf. You don't have to feel that you must be the one to do it yourself. So take note of that. With Sayline, you are never alone. You don't have to struggle. All you need to do is ask for help. And they did that, and that's quite commendable. So well done.
Yeah. I think, Brother Tim, for the fact that Sophia could continue when the team had struggled, that shows how prepared the team was. The other thing, the engagement of the participant with regard to that health, faith in health, in healthcare, it was well done too. So.
Okay, thank you. Joanna?
Yes. I want to say something about the team coordination. I think the one who presented did very well. Although the other team members could not connect, they know who was presenting which slide. So she referred to the person. And as the one who just made a comment indicated, the other one was not there, but she was prepared to be able to continue. So it's a plus. They did well.
Okay, thank you very much. So the halos are growing. Any more? The halos are getting brighter and brighter. Can we add some more? Anybody else wants to comment? Okay, I don't see any other hand. Perhaps this is a good time to now start adjusting the halos. So we are going to give them suggestions how to improve. What could they have done differently? How can they do this better if they are to do it next time? So this is where we give them suggestions to say, okay, next time you do it like this, do it like that, or you should have done or could have done that to make it better. So let's hear it. What suggestions do you have for this group on how to do this better? Feel free to speak or raise your hands, or you can even type in the WhatsApp group. I'll monitor that as well. Okay, once again, I'm going to call names. If no one is speaking. Tochuku, can you say something? What suggestions do you have for them?
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Am I being heard?
Yes, we can hear you.
I must say I agree with the previous commenters about how wonderful and seamlessly their presentation was. I'm actually finding it difficult to point out any error. I didn't notice any. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Brother Ezekiel? How can they do it better next time? Yes.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yes, they could My only comment is the fact that we need to be aware and communicate as a team. If the actual network is not working, you could send a message to other team members so that they will know that maybe you are not available, or in such a case, they will not be looking whether you are around or not. Because we realize that the lead could not tell whether some of the members were there as a point, even though she knew who was to. So if the others would have sent her a message, that WhatsApp or any other means, at least she would have been able to know and then just continue, and there will not be any break. Yeah, that's just the little suggestion I want to make. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Brother Ezekiel. Is Sister Elizabeth still with us? Do you have any suggestion for them?
Okay, what I can say, they did well. The presentation was well done. They were clear, they were loud, and to me, it was well done. Yes, congratulations.
Yeah, we already told them that. Well, how can they improve?
I find their presentation okay, according to me.
Okay.
They did well. They did it well.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah. One suggestion from me would be time, because you were almost there but didn't quite finish the introduction. Maybe time could have been managed better. Okay. But other than that, others have commented already, and I'm sure you've taken note of their comments. And the comments are not only for this group, it's for everybody, because when you do your saline process witness training, you are also going to do the introduction. So whatever feedback we're giving to them, we're giving to everybody. So take note of those feedback, apply it when you do the introduction as you teach the SPTTT. Okay. Otherwise, thank you very much, Group 1. That's the group from Namibia, South Africa, and Liberia. And this is the place where we clap for them. I give them a virtual or a real round of applause. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Brother Tim, one comment from me.
Yes.
At least we were able to stop when we noticed that you are saying time is finished. We didn't persist.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So she knew when to stop. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I've taken note of all the suggestions.
Yeah.
We'll do better next time. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you. Let's take a 5 minutes break. Yes, 5 minutes, because we have a lot to do. So 5 minutes stretch break. We stretch and we come back. And when we come back, let's see if Catherine is now ready to present the lesson plan for question 1. And then we'll take it from there. So I'm going to put the timer up for 5 minutes.
Can you hear me now?
I'll put the timer up for 5 minutes so that we know when to come back. Okay.
Can you hear my voice now?
I don't know who you are, but we can hear your voice. Not
Thank
that
you.
we need it right now because we are on break.
But I just want to be sure. Thank you.
Okay.
I think that's Joe Virtue for Ghana.
Okay. Yeah, it's not yet time for you to share, but we'll let you know. So after Malawi, perhaps we'll